Welcome to today's episode of #Essential Oil Education. Today we continue our discussion on methods of application by looking at the second method. There are 3 of them in total. So there's topical, inhalation, and internal or ingestion. Today, like I said, we're going to discuss inhalation and go from there. Inhalation is another commonly used method of application for essential oils and aromatherapy, much like topical applications are. The inhalation method is the most effective method of use for essential oils and aromatherapy. The essential oils basically get taken in through the airways down to the lungs, where they're absorbed into the bloodstream and dispersed throughout the body. As well, they also get picked up by the olfactory nerve through the olfactory receptors. The sense of smell is the only sense that we have of the 5 that is directly tied to our amygdala. Big name, I know. Long story short, the amygdala is the emotional center of the brain. So this is where the brain processes all of our emotions. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, most to all of our memories as well run through the amygdala. So what does that mean? Well, it means that aromatherapy is well suited for helping support the brain in processing emotional trauma, emotional issues that we haven't dealt with, and this makes aromatherapy really good for approaching emotional health issues and emotional health trauma. And of course, with inhalation, there are of course cautionary tales that must be told. When you're using inhalation as a method of application for essential oils and aromatherapy, it is important to take a break. The reason for this is the body can become overloaded by the essential oils you're diffusing if you don't stop and take a breather. If you're using a diffuser, it's important to get one that has an intermittent time setting or an automatic shut-off of about an hour. An hour would be about the most that you'd want to go at any one point in time. It's important to stop the diffuser and just take a break from it for a while. Now, in most of the studies and research that's done, when inhalation is used as a method of application for the study, typically what you'll see is they'll do 5 minutes of aromatherapy, and that's it. And that's what they use to elicit the changes they're seeking. So 5 minutes is very effective and quite potent, and so it's not necessary to be diffusing for hours and hours and hours on end. That can lead to things like headaches, nausea, feeling not well. These are all symptoms that you really should stop diffusing. So important to take a break every now and then. Another way that you can use the inhalation method without having to worry about shutting your diffuser off is through a pendant diffuser, and there's many shapes and sizes, but something like this, where it hangs around your neck and the essential oils will evaporate from the diffuser. But because of the hugely open space and the method of evaporation or diffusion, you don't end up getting all of that concentrated into your nose all at once. What happens is you'll often get wafts of it. Whenever I'm wearing my pendant, I often find that throughout the day I'll get these moments where I'm like, oh yeah, and then I'll get moments where I'm like, so it's a method of diffusing the essential oils without having to worry about taking a break, because again, due to the nature of the diffusion method here, it won't lead to a constant inhalation. The other option you have for inhalation is using an inhaler such as this. This is great for public spaces where you don't necessarily want to have huge amounts of essential oils being diffused due to other people's health issues and not knowing what oils might affect other people in a negative manner. So with the inhaler, it's simple. You pop the cap, you take your sniff of the essential oils, and you put it away. And that way you limit the exposure to other people who may not be able to handle the essential oils that you're using. And it also just allows for that short duration inhalation method without having to worry about overexposing yourself to essential oils. I'd like to thank you for joining me on today's episode of #Essential Oil Education. I hope you found it insightful and informative, and hope you look forward to next episode, in which we briefly touch on internal use of essential oils. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them in the section below the video, or you can email them to hello@brotherhoodaromatics.com, or you can contact us through our website, www.brotherhoodaromatics.com. I hope you have an aromatic day. Cheers!